By day, Andrew crunches numbers as a data analyst in the world of finance. By night, he runs XOTIQ Stripper Company, a company in one of the most unlikely industries you'd expect from someone with his background, exotic dancing. In this candid interview, Andrew opens up about the split life of corporate spreadsheets and nightclub spotlights, and what happens when the two worlds overlap. We talked about everything from his unconventional upbringing and his refusal to climb the corporate ladder that will definitely bring him a lot of money to the realities of marketing a stripper company, navigating YouTube restrictions, and saying no to creepy customers. Along the way, Andrew shares the hardest lessons he's learned, like why being too emotionally attached to your business can backfire, and how he's redefining success on his own terms. If you've ever wondered what it takes to run an unconventional business in a conventional world, Andrew's story is a masterclass in balance, boundaries, and boldness. Hi, Andrew. Thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Okay. All right. I do have a lot of questions to ask. Very interesting story, but let's start with your early days. So you just mentioned that you are a first generation Chinese American here.
Oh, yes, that's correct. My parents immigrated here from China, and me and my sister were the first generation in our family to be born here, and we grew up in Chinatown.
In New York.
Oh, yes, in New York.
Okay. And you don't have any plans of moving out, trying other states?
Not in the foreseeable future. No, I think there's a lot of opportunity in New York City, and I grew up here and I have a good support system here. So,
Okay. But how in touch are you with your Chinese heritage? Do you have family there? Do you still visit? Do you speak the language?
I do speak the language, and I can hear it and I can understand it. I can't read or write it.
Have you tried?
I did go to Chinese school for like 10 years, and it was a total failure when I was a kid. Yeah, so, but I do have family out in China. I haven't spoken to them in a very long time. So unfortunately, I'm not too tied with my Chinese roots, but I do want to go back out there eventually.
Have you visited?
I visited about 20 years ago.
Is your sister more connected?
No, she's probably less connected than I am. Yeah.
Okay. So right now you do have a full-time job. You work as an IT person for a bank.
Yeah, I do more of the data analytics actually. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And how did you end up? Was it something that you've always wanted to do? Or did you have other dreams outside of doing IT?
It wasn't really a dream. I went to college to study engineering because my parents wanted me to have a stable career. And after a few years in engineering, I saw that my friends from college were making more money in finance. And I really wasn't happy with the engineering job. And I thought to myself, well, if I'm not going to be happy working at 9 to 5, I might as well make more money not being happy working at 9 to 5. So I went to business school and I ended up in finance.
Okay. So basically you're not the one that's doing the finance management. You're just analyzing the data?
Correct. Yeah. So I support the traders. They make all the trading decisions based on what's going on in the market, based on what the clients want, and they have me analyze data. So we have lots of clients, lots of traders, lots of accounts, and lots of stocks coming in and out. So with all that movement, there's opportunity to make money and to save money. And so the traders need somebody there to analyze all that data.
Okay. And is it mostly short-term investments or long-term investments?
They vary. Some of them are overnight trades. Some of them last longer. Depends on the client. I'm not too involved on the business side. Yeah, but I'm more on the data side.
Okay, but you've been working on for this company for 10 years. Have you taken any interest in money or finances or growing your wealth?
I mean, I invest my own money, but I just didn't have I didn't have any interest in climbing the corporate ladder. One of the reasons being I wanted to diversify my income away because I've seen people climb to the top and then they can't sustain their salaries, meaning like they can't prove to their managers or to the bank why they should be paid so much for so long, and they end up getting fired. So there's a lot of risk with climbing the corporate ladder. There are a lot of forces outside of my control outside of me that I can't control. So I wanted to diversify that risk away. So that's why I started looking into building my own business outside of finance.
Yeah. Okay. So, but you said that you yourself, you invest your own money.
Yeah.
Base it on your own data.
I do a much more simplified type of investing. I just put it in the S&P 500 and a few other ETFs here and there. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of restrictions when you work for a bank. So there's a lot of things that I can and cannot do.
Oh. So are you not allowed to use your own data to trade?
I can come about my own data to trade, but I believe I have to hold on to a stock for like 30 days. I can't be going in and out of stocks. There's a huge conflict of interest there. But yeah, I just do more passive investing, and honestly, I think the returns are better that way.
Are you attracted to money and wealth?
I was when I was younger, but as I get older, I realize that there's more to life than just chasing money and wealth.
Okay.
But I am focused on building wealth. I'm not just stagnant.
But what is then your concept of? Because a lot of people's concept of success is very much based on their material success, like the houses that they have. What is your perception of success? What's your concept of success?
My concept of success is to have full control of my life. I don't want to have to report to someone. I want to wake up whenever I want to wake up. I want to stop working when I want to stop working. I want to be able to, travel and, leave the country if I have to. Before COVID, obviously, I couldn't do that while working at the bank. I was in the office 5 days a week. Mm-hmm. Now that's post-COVID, my schedule has become a lot more flexible. I've been able to work from home. Mm-hmm. So that's giving me a lot more free time and giving me a lot more control over my time. But it's still not full control where I would deem it successful.
Right. Okay. So if you put up your own business, though, you still can't fully control your time because you do have a business to run.
Right, that's true. But at the same time, it's more something I own and something I would be more passionate about than working towards other people's passions.
Right.
Like, for example, my day job, my manager is very passionate about data analytics. He loves it. And, I respect him for that. But for me, it's just not for me for the future.
Okay. So you have like different softwares, applications that you use to do all of this data analysis?
No, we just use a coding language like Python and Perl.
Okay.
We're basically just mangling a bunch of Excel sheets, taking a bunch of data from a bunch of Excel sheets, running it through the code and spitting it out.
Is it automated, or is it like you still make a daily decision I need to get this data to come up with something?
No, I'm actually the one that does the automation. So I automate the data for the traders. So a lot of times they get reports in the morning from us, and it tells them what opportunities they have or what they need to do to save money. Things like that.
Okay. It's been crazy since the new administration, though. Is it reflected in the market?
It's been crazy, but that's offered opportunities because when there's more movement, there's more trading. So the bank collects commission on that, but also takes away opportunities from other areas as well. Like some groups, they don't have new products coming out to the market because there's just so much volatility at the moment.
Okay. All right. So let's go to the business that you started. What is the business that you just started?
So the name of the business is the XOTIQ Stripper Company, and it's basically a nationwide entertainment agency specializing in booking male and female entertainers for bachelor and bachelorette parties.
Okay. Why this though?
Because when I was in business school, I needed money to help pay for some of my expenses. So I started moonlighting at a male strip club here in New York City. And I enjoyed it so much that I kept on working there after I graduated.
Okay.
And I found that I was more passionate about the entertainment side than I was about the financial side of businesses. So I decided to start my own. and eventually, hopefully, leave my day job.
Right. Right. How long has the company been on?
It's been on for about 3 years, but I've just been working on and off on it. But I've been taking it more seriously the past year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how big is it? How big has the business become since you started 3 years ago?
It's been volatile. Some years have been good. Some years have been bad. Recently, it's been pretty slow. But yeah, I'm learning a lot as I go along. And I've learned a lot from my previous mistakes. And I think it will probably take me another year or two to get it to where I want it to be.
Right. Okay. So you said that you learned a lot from your past mistakes. What were those mistakes, and what were the lessons that you learned?
Some of those mistakes included I was too emotional in my decisions, which ultimately resulted in me making bad decisions. I realized I was too emotionally attached to the business, so I actually had to take some time to step back and just take a break from it for a while, to kind of allow my brain to reset and to kind of just like start over and to just, see things from a fresh perspective, because this way it would allow me to see more opportunities, whereas before I wasn't able to.
Right. So what sort of, can you give me an example of like emotional decision that you made that you thought,
Yeah, so one of the main things to do is, for us to market in our industry, is through search engine optimization. And a lot of that is getting backlinks. And so there were times where I just rushed and I was buying too many backlinks, and it kind of tanked my site, if that makes sense. So Google is they're very strict about links going to websites, so they can quickly see who's trying to spam and who's not, and they're doing a lot to clean that up in their search engine results. So I've kind of had to learn how to play Google's game as I've learned throughout the years.
Right. Okay. So outside of search engine optimization, is there any other way you're marketing the business?
I've been doing a little bit of social media, but not too much. The main thing is really search engine optimization. A lot of people, when they look to book strippers, they just go on Google and search up strippers for hire. And there's no real nationwide brand, like Coca-Cola or, whatever. So it's basically whoever comes up in the top 3 of Google search results will get the most business.
Right.
So that's kind of been my main focus.
Okay. Is that why you have multiple brands?
Yeah, that's why some of them tanked and some of them didn't. So I'm still testing and playing around with different ideas.
Okay.
So it's still in the early stages of growth.
Okay. Why would you not do any kind of paid social media or paid ads for that matter?
I did test paid ads and paid social media. The thing is, if you don't know what you're doing, your ROI will just go out the window. You'll just burn through all your cash. So I've been kind of careful with that. And even with paying ads, I just wasn't seeing the return that would justify me to continue paying ads. So I've been more focused on the unpaid results.
Okay. Yeah. You don't think that visibility will help get you more clients? Be more visible?
It's only it only helps in the organic search results, I found. In the paid results, even if you keep paying it, I just didn't see the return. Maybe I was doing something wrong, and I might focus on that later on. But for now, my focus is mainly on the organic search results.
Okay. Do you do any kind of YouTube?
Right now, no, because we're technically an adult in the adult industry, and YouTube really frowns upon that. So I've had channels before that were taken down, but I didn't want to put more effort into it because I kind of knew that it wouldn't help move the needle as much as boosting my rankings in your organic search results.
Okay. So it sounds like, okay, so you only operate in New York?
No, I book dancers all over the country. Miami, Los Angeles, Dallas, Boston, Chicago. Basically, if I can book dancers in New York, I can book dancers anywhere. The process is still the same.
Okay. And right now, how do you find those dancers? If, for example, you get a booking in California and you're here in New York? How do they find the dancers?
Usually they find me. They apply through the website, and I'll save down their information. Worst case scenario, I can contact another local agency in California if I have to. Sometimes I'll go on Instagram to try to find dancers if I have to at the last minute. It just becomes basically how creative can you be? And if worst case scenario, I can't find a dancer, I just refund the customer.
Has it happened?
Yeah, it's happened before, yeah.
Okay. What about like specific sites like OnlyFans?
In terms of like advertisement?
Yeah. Or opening an account there.
I haven't looked into that. I just didn't think like the ROI would be there. Because I know from experience, from working at the strip club from before that, my previous employer, he was able to find a lot of success through the organic SEO. Okay. And he was able to do so because he was around during the Magic Mike movies when those came out, so he got a lot of attention from the media. Okay.
But was that so for you to even get into exotic dancing when you were still studying? Were you already passionate about dancing?
I was passionate about working at the club, not the dancing itself per se. I was never like a really good dancer. It was just more fun to meet people and to entertain. It allowed me to kind of become a different person. Like, my 9 to 5 I had to like, be very formal and, say things a certain way. But, while working at the club, you're allowed to be more free, right, basically, and to like let yourself go a little bit.
So you had to learn dancing for that job?
Yeah, but the dancing there wasn't too complicated. It's not like Broadway dancing.
Yeah. Okay. So while I would assume that when you put up this business, it's just like any other business. There was a vision, there was an objective.
Right.
What is your long-term vision for the company?
My long-term vision is to have it grow nationwide and to be dominant in all the major cities so that I can cater to all the bachelor and bachelorette parties. Also, I want to have a strong network of dancers nationwide, because I know dancers are always like, it's very disparate. There's no, real central like hub for like strippers. I know on the West Coast, there were strippers that recently unionized. So I want to provide like a safe haven where dancers can work and also where clients can know they're getting the highest quality entertainment.
But for you to build that, is there a standard that your dancers need to meet?
Yeah, the main thing is I want them to be friendly and have a great attitude. I've worked with dancers before that were just too money hungry. They didn't see the long-term benefits. They're just focused on how much money they can make right away. And I've had to part ways with dancers like that. But yeah.
Okay. When you get an inquiry, for a bachelorette party or a bachelor party, how does the concept work out? Is that something that you guys provide and they just say, okay, we need 3 and this is the location? Or does the customer have a concept and you have to execute?
Usually the customer provides the concept. We allow the customer to provide any specific details they want for their parties. So they might request a firefighter show up at 2 a.m. here, or a cowboy to show up at this retirement home there, and they'll like request specific music, and we do our best to cater. Sometimes the requests, we can't meet the requests. Sometimes customers will hire dancers for boat parties, but they'll be out in the water for too long, and our dancers, some of our dancers don't want to be out on the water, so they'll say, we can only do the boat party if your boat is docked. But we do our best to work with the customers and the dancers, so we're kind of like the middleman. We have to make sure both parties are happy, otherwise we don't make money.
Okay. Have you ever said no to projects?
Oh yeah, all the time. Yeah, sometimes we get customers that are they just sound too creepy. That's just, and their requests are just too out there, and we're just like, no, we're not even going to bother catering to that.
Yeah. What's the most out there request that you've gotten?
We've just had customers that want dancers to dance with them one-on-one, and it's like in the middle of the night, or like it's just really weird requests. Or like I had one customer that I think he enjoyed doing this, but he would pay for the dancer. He would have the dancer show up at a location. He would not be at the location, and then he would have the dancer call him, and then he would tell the dancer that he's somewhere else, and then like he just kind of got off on sending the dancers to like the wrong places. I just couldn't understand it. And he did it a few times, and eventually we just had to say, "Listen, we can't take your money. Just go. Like, we just have to block you. I'm sorry."
Right. Yeah. Did you ever find out what's up with him?
No, I never did. It was just really weird. But yeah, you get a lot of weird calls when you're in this industry. But
so, yeah. So what you do is exotic dancing. What if the client wants something more on the spot?
No, we turn it down. I tell my dancers we don't do anything illegal. We don't provide the clients with anything more. It's the same rules that are at a regular strip club. And the main thing is there's no benefit to try to provide the clients with something more. Maybe the dancer is thinking to themselves they can make like a few extra $100, but you have to think long term. Like it's just not worth it.
Right. Right. Have you ever gotten, when you were still doing dancing, have you ever gotten indecent offers?
I haven't. No. I guess I just don't give off that vibe that I would do that, I guess. Maybe some of the other guys did, but I never really had any like indecent offers or anything. So.
All right. So in I guess in 10 years, do you envision yourself quitting your full-time job and just doing this full-time?
Yeah. Hopefully in 10 years, I can be retired from my day job. I just don't. I'm just not passionate about it. And hopefully I can just do this and work from home or travel to different cities.
And this is what you want to do. Do you want to like eventually do a show?
Yeah, we actually do a small show right now in New York City. But that part's still growing as well. Eventually I would like to have shows in other cities as well. But it's a growing process, so it's taking a little bit of time.
So it's like a Magic Mike kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of like a Magic Mike type show where we have like 3 to 4 dancers, and we cater to a bunch of women for bachelor parties. Yeah.
And do you have like a regular spot where you do it on a weekly basis, or it's just?
Right now we have a few spots in New York City that I can contact the owners and say, hey, listen, I have X number of girls for this Saturday night. Can you accommodate me? And they'll let me know yes or no. Because a lot of the times, a lot of restaurants and bars, they have empty rooms that sit empty, and it's worth it for them to just have a small party rather than have it sit empty.
Yeah.
So it helps both of us.
Mm-hmm. I've interviewed one, but she is more on the, I can't quite remember the terminology that she used for it, but she caters more to the affluent, I guess, upper side of the market.
Right.
So when she does a show, it's very like elaborate for the customers. So I'm curious, like on the male side, is there branding like that as well, where you try to offer something different in order to be different from all the other?
At this point, no, because I'm still growing, so it's hard to just focus on one small segment of the market. Since I'm in the early growing stages, I'd rather just focus on the entire market and try to cater to as many bachelor parties as possible. But in the future, I might do something similar like that, where I could have a spin-off company that just focuses on a certain niche in the market. So, but yeah, that's been an idea in the back of my head.
Okay. All right. So we talked about the worst types of clients that you've dealt with. What's the best type of clients or projects?
Oh, those are the clients with the fun attitudes. They're just there for a good time. That don't complain much and just enjoy life.
Do you have regulars?
Right now, no, it's still a small business. We do have some regulars that book private dancers, but in terms of the show, not yet.
Okay, all right. So what's you're very young.
Oh, I'm not young.
You look young.
Oh, thank you.
So, but what's your future? Do you plan on having a kid, a family?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I plan on having a family. I don't want to just work and save all this money up and die and leave it to nobody. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know when that's gonna happen?
Oh, I don't know yet.
All right. Okay, so let's go to like the more fun stuff. What's a line you will never cross in this business that you're doing?
Oh, I'll never do anything illegal just because it's just so much easier to do everything the legal way. And I'm in it for the long haul. So I'm not looking to, hit any quick home runs or anything. I know it's going to take a long time for it to be a growing process. And, I'm okay with that. But yeah, there's lots of lines that I won't cross. Like I won't do anything illegal. You know, I won't prostitute people out or anything like that. So yeah, we just keep it 100% legal, 100% clean, and everybody wins in the long term.
Okay. Do you see yourself doing something else, but still entertainment related?
Yeah, actually, recently I started taking acting classes because I know that it's going to take a long time for the business to build up. And, since I enjoyed being in the entertainment industry, I figured why not take a shot at acting? That's going to take a long time as well. And I can do these things in parallel. I work from home, I have free time, so why not? And I live in New York City, so there's lots of opportunities here.
Yeah, because I was just wondering, because you said that when you enter the stripping business, when you started dancing, it wasn't really the dancing that you were in love with, just the entertainment side of it.
Right.
So maybe doing something else, but still on the entertainment side.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So what kind of acting are you interested in doing? Is it TV, theater?
Oh, haven't gotten that far yet. I was thinking movies or TV. But yeah, I just started taking acting classes and I'm building up my I think it's called a video reel. So yeah, and I'm planning maybe next year I'll try to audition for some student films and see how that goes, and then take it from there.
Okay, no plans to get an agent yet?
No, this is more like a long-term hobby for me. It's not like I'm in it for the business side. The acting is just something for fun.
Modeling?
I haven't looked into modeling. Oh, thank you. But I figure like when I get the headshots for acting, maybe I'll submit it to a modeling agency as well, because why not?
Yeah, how tall are you?
I'm 6 feet. Yeah.
Oh yeah, then you can book something, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Any other hobbies that you're into? Sports?
Not too much sports. I mean, I work out here and there because I need to stay fit. I play video games here and there too, just to decompress. But yeah, not too many other hobbies. It's been keeping myself pretty busy with the business side of things.
How do you divide your time then? Is it night? Like, do you have a set schedule? Okay, I'll deal with the business 8 to 10 at night, and then the rest of the time I do it. Is there a set schedule for you?
There's no set schedule. My days, I kind of just prioritize what I need to tackle first. If there's something pressing at my day job, I'll take care of that first. And then I'll try to tackle any kind of big ticket items related to business that I know that can help move the needle. And I think this has really helped me take a lot of stress away from my life, because now I'm able to just focus on things from a high level. And because previously I was getting too stressed out from focusing on the details of things and kind of like not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, just kind of like just doing the same things over and over again every day, every week, you kind of develop a better schedule and routine for yourself. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if ever, last two questions. If anybody wants to get into the same business as you are, what would be your advice?
I would advise you to just eat healthy, get in shape, pick a healthy workout routine, and then just apply for jobs. Try to try to find an agency, a local agency, or a local club that you could dance at, or work at, either as a go-go dancer, as an entertainer, and then just see how you like it. It's not for everybody. Some people think they're gonna like it, and then they go in, and then they realize they don't like it. Other people realize they love it. So the advice is just don't give up. Always work on yourself, and yeah, just keep trying.
Okay, last question. If they want to get in touch with you, where should they go?
I can leave you my my website, and you can contact me through there. Also, I'll leave my social media as well.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you. No, you were so articulate. So.
Thanks.